When do you think someone should really get serious about thinking about retirement? 5 years before 62 or?
Well, people build for retirement throughout their whole working career. That's one thing we talk about, not to jump topics, but
Yeah.
if you're going to start maxing out your 401k when you're 35 years old, and we'll have that in another segment, you're going to factor in the taxes you're going to pay when you do withdrawals on that 401k later on. So we think planning for retirement starts as soon as you get into the workforce. And what's the best strategies to have in place, now? To me, it's more of put money into a 401k that I get a match on, and then put the rest of the money in a tax-free environment in a either Roth 401k or a Roth IRA, because taxes are going to be going up. I mean, we're going to have a whole nother segment and show about taxes.
Yeah.
So planning for retirement, when you're 5 years out, you should really start fine-tuning your plan, but you need to build this plan from the get-go.
But so many of us are the lay people, not the professionals at it. We've just kind of been with our heads down working and building and hopefully getting all this money into our 401k,
Right.
but we were never educated about this. So
Right.
what do you tell people when they first walk in? It's just kind of a lot of little pieces and I'm going to start looking for your income, or how does it start?
No. They come in and it's like, how you doing? What's going on? What did we say on our TV show? What did we say in our radio show or our seminars, our lunch and learns that we do? What did we say that prompted you to want to come in? What's affecting you in your retirement life? Or if you're not even retired, what concerns do you have? And let's address them. We introduce them to our report called the Diversified Planning Strategies Report, the DPS report for short, and it gives the client answers to all these questions that they have to see if their plan's going to work or not. So we start out with, it's a blank piece of paper. I work off of a notepad, not a laptop computer. We work off of a notepad.
You're old school.
Old school, pen and paper, calculator, and say, hey, what's going on in your life? Let's talk about what's going on. And then we'll see what plan, what do you have in place? And we'll let you know, as a fiduciary, we'll let you know if that's good or not, what are the pros and cons of what you have. And then we'll show you some options if there are any options out there. Sometimes plans are great. And as a fiduciary, you have to let them know that. Plans are good. You're in a good spot.
Great.
Keep this in place. Let's take a look at what your income, whatever your other needs are. We'll take a look at them and move forward.
And you could tweak a little here and there.
Tweak a little here and there. It's not one size fits all for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's the difference between you being an independent, I believe, John,
Right.
compared to a big box.
Right.
You're not going to cookie cut these
No.
people. You're not one of A, B, C, or D.
No,
Everyone is
Rebecca.
independent. Let's talk about that.
I use the analogy of Home Depot all the time. As a fiduciary, I'm Home Depot. I have access to every financial tool available. So if you're going to use one of the other big box firm people and you need to say, for example, you want to buy a hammer, okay, to hang a picture on your wall, that big box firm person is going to sell you a hammer out of their big little box firm basket, and that's a suitable recommendation. As a fiduciary, I have to ask you a ton of other questions. Hey, do you have any health conditions? Do you have any shoulder surgeries? Let's go to aisle 5. I got 37 different hammers. Let's find the one that fits you.
You don't